All right, welcome back to Everything You Need to Know. We're going to cover everything you need to know from the first 2 days of baseball season. It was an incredible opening day, and Aaron Judge kicked it off with the first home run of 2023. Of course it was him. All rise. Here's the Judge.
Smokes it. Center field and deep.
Dead center.
Still back on the track.
Aaron Judge leading off 2023 with a bang. Picking up right where he left off in 2022, breaking the home run record. Wow. Just wow. What a way to break out the season. And, of course, our guys Bobby and Kyle were at the game, and they said it was electric. The stands, the stadium was just blowing up after that Judge home run. So that was a great way, like literally the perfect way to open up the season was a Judge home run pretty much, and that's exactly what happened. So you got to love that. It was just an electric start to the season. Moving on a little bit now, the new rules have seemed to be a success so far, cutting down on time and increasing action as we see here. Opening day games were an average of 2 hours and 45 minutes, down from last year's 3 hours and 3 minutes. So, cut off over 15, almost 20 minutes there. There were 14 violations. That's not too bad, and that's obviously going to get cut down even more. And 21 stolen bases, which I love a lot. Plus, the offenses in general were just completely popping off. There was tons of hits in the Cardinals-Blue Jays games. I think it was like 35 or 36. And just a ton of offense overall in general. Phillies-Rangers was an insane game. I was on the wrong end of that as a fan, but it happens. But overall, incredible opening day. Rule changes on the rise. I like it so far. I like it. It makes it a lot easier to watch a game. It's not taking quite so long. Plus, more offense. Everybody loves more offense, more action, more hits. Nobody wants to see every ground ball that should be through second and first base being out into the shortstop playing there in shallow right. So, yeah, I love this so far. We'll move on to something I don't quite love as much. The Rays are ridiculed online for unveiling a banner commemorating their 2022 wildcard appearance, in which they got swept. Here you can see the wildcard banner. Yeah, this is probably the most pitiful banner to ever be put up in Major League Sports. I mean, really, come on. A banner for a wild card appearance. You lost the wild card, and you still put a banner up. Come on now. I mean, that just seems like a Rays thing to do, I guess, but that's just embarrassing to Major League Baseball as a whole, really, in my opinion. But what are you going to do? Ray's going to Ray, I guess. Adley Rutschman and George Springer exploded on opening day, both getting 5 hits. Rutschman went 5 for 5 with a home run that I'll show you right here.
One of the best teams in the American League.
This is just incredible. Adley, could he be the best hitter in the game now? Or not hitter, catcher in the game soon? Could be. I still make the case for JT, but hey, this is incredible here. Adley Rutschman, home run in his first opening day at bat. So, love that for the Orioles, popping off early here, getting success going early. And then George Springer, here I'll show you his 5 hits for the day. A lot of them are sort of like freak things here almost, because he has a lot of hits that just dropped in, and it was a little weird, but yeah, hit's a hit. So I like it. I was watching the end of this game, and it was incredible. The vibes were amazing because it came down to the wire at the very end. And see a lot of here like this one right here. Bloop just right in the middle of 3 Cardinal defenders. Drops right in front of Tyler O'Neill. And then this last one here, too, just drops right out of the reach of Tommy Edman. So it's kind of crazy, but I like it. I like that he got 5 hits, and they tied a record, I believe, since basically it's never happened. Maybe it happened a long time ago, but I'm not really sure. I don't know if anybody's really sure, but 5 hits on opening day, that's incredible. Hats off to Adley. Hats off to George Springer. Now, hats off to the Rockies here. They beat the Padres in the first 2 games of the season, and the Padres, obviously, hype surrounding them coming into the season. They are my World Series pick for the National League, but losing the first 2 games to the Rockies, not a great look really here. They lose 7-2 in the first game behind C.J. Cron's 2 home runs, and then they lose 4-1 in the second game behind a big game from Charlie Blackmon. So Padres off to a rough start. Obviously, you can't write off any teams after 2 games to open the season, but still, there was a lot of hype, and the Padres sort of let their fans down and couldn't live up to that hype, losing both of their first 2 games of the season. Somebody else who started out on a hot note, Jorge Soler, showed off his bat and his glove here in this video clip. So there we got Pete Alonso hitting it deep here, and look at this catch. Wow, look at that catch from Jorge Soler. Then it comes around, bottom of the second, Jorge Soler, almost the exact same spot that he just caught that ball, smokes it out, and gives the Marlins the lead, eventually propels them to win that game over the Mets. So, wow, I mean, Jorge Soler off to a hot start in the second game of the season here. And like I said, leading the Marlins to a victory over the Mets in that game. Gotta love it. I mean, hey, everybody likes Jorge Soler, especially in the World Series or when in the Royals days when he hit like 48 home runs in a season. If he could return to that for the Marlins, especially in those throwback uniforms that are just heat, I don't think anybody would be opposed. We like it. We also like this. Kyle Freeland, insane athleticism right here. Let's see it.
Have been held to
All right.
hit through the first 4.
Easy ground ball right down the third base line. Nah, Freeland
goes,
nabs it on the run throw.
What a stretch!
And what you don't see here is he just sort of tripped and fell. What an incredible throw. What an incredible play by Kyle Freeland, showing that pitchers are athletes too. What a freak show. That was an amazing play. Honestly, one of the best plays we've seen this season. Shout out to the Hunter Renfroe catch, which we do not have in here. The no-look catch, that was incredible as well. But yeah, moving on to some Angels stuff that is not as good, other than the Angels losing to the A's behind a dominant Shohei performance. Anthony Rendon, not a good look to start the season. Here you'll see why.
Yeah, you called me a Yeah, you did. Listen, yeah, you did. Yeah, calm down.
So yeah, grabbing the fan by the shirt there and then taking a swing at him. I don't know what the fan said. He could have called him that. He could not have. I don't know. Maybe it was somebody else around there, but either way, not an acceptable way to act towards fans or people in general. Like, hey, that's not acceptable either way on the fans' end or on Rendon's end. I'm not condoning anybody's actions there. But Rendon especially, you can't just be grabbing his shirt and then trying to swing at him like that. Not the acceptable response. We'll see what happens. Hopefully not a suspension, but it could be. It could be a fine. Don't really know. But either way, not a great start for the Angels and Anthony Rendon going into the new 2023 season. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll tune in next week, and we'll recap the next week of baseball. Hope you're having a great day. Enjoy it.